Hey, what's happening? MPN, Mad Hatter. What's happening, fellas? Oh, man, 45 seconds into this already. So, how is everybody's Tuesday doing? Hey, what's happening, Multi Revelator? What's going on, brother? Derek, better than Monday. Well, but if you took yesterday off, today would actually be your Monday. I mean, technically it's Tuesday, but it'd been the first day of the week, so I don't care if that's Monday or Thursday. First day of the week sucks. How you guys doing, man? Hey, thank you. Actually, I have 3 of these. So, but the funny part is, they're my son's band, right? But I had to buy them. Crazy. So you didn't have anything fall on you today, did you, Derek? No, no family discount at all. Last night was a trip, man. This is what I want to do. Eventually, anybody and every. I hate the fact that this Roadcaster has Bluetooth for everything but headphones. So these are wireless, but I got to use a wire on them. Yeah, last night was pretty trippy. Um, that's the whole thing, man. I want to make this show not just me. I mean, like I said, I've said it 100 times. You guys are on the ground floor, so why not be on it? Be on the show. Show what you guys are proud of, or what you made, or what you're working on, or what you play all the time, or your amp. Show your gear. Hey, Mad. Yeah, show your guitars, your amps, your pedal board, whatever. By the way, this Roadcaster Pro that I have, when it was new, I still have the box over there. It was like $900. They're usually going now because they made a newer version for the last 3 years, I think. But I found one on Reverb. If anybody's looking for one, unfreaking believable price, $199. I will post the link if anybody is interested. Let's do favorites. Same exact one I got. Roadcaster Pro. Oh, dang it. Here. If anybody is interested. That is a killer price for that, by the way. So tonight's first hour is brought to you by Dane at Zim's Guitars in Mesa, Arizona. I don't mind giving out free advertisement for Dane. I'm telling you what, seriously, I can show you my box with the sticker still on it. It was $900 and some dollars. That's right. MPN just got a volume pedal from Dane at Zim's Guitars in Mesa, Arizona. Call 480-242-3742 for the best used guitars around. Shipped. Hey, Mr. Mick. Greasy. Tell you what, man, Dane is the kind of salesman that you walk in with you walk in there not even looking for anything, and you go home with a guitar and didn't even realize you was buying it. So again, I will show this one more time. If anybody wants a Roadcaster like mine, this is the most incredible price I've ever seen. That is usually you can't get them for underused for $350 to $450. That's identical to what I'm using right here. You get 4 mic inputs, then a USB, a telephone or smartphone, and then the very last one, right underneath the record button, that little round one, that is the Bluetooth. And then the pads off to the far side, there is, I don't know how many pages of those. That's where you can plug all the sounds or music, whatever you want, all in there. That is on reverb, everybody. I showed this to Rich earlier. I don't know if he's here. Bay Area Rich, but my wife, she wanted to go out tonight for dinner. And I am a hamburger guy. She got a chicken wrap back in the background there, but I got my burger. That was good. That was a whiskey tango burger. A lot. I don't know how much bacon was on that thing, but there was a ton of bacon on it. I mean, pickles, banana peppers, cheese, lettuce, tomato, bacon, whiskey bourbon sauce. She asked me, why do you always take photos of your food? I said, because everybody likes to see them. Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, you hear what I'm sounding like right now, and again, you have all this. I mean, I don't even know. I took most of the sounds off here for now, but so you have 2, 4, 6, 8 times 7, I think. So that's how many things you can put on. Yeah, I got the thunder, which is actually what's happening outside right now. have that on here for the Black Sabbath, the song Black Sabbath. Plus, you can record all the audio. You have 4 microphones, and then you can run a USB cable into something, which is what I have the Helix into. Or no, the computer's into the USB, and the Helix is into the smartphone section, which still leaves you Bluetooth, that you can hook a phone up to the Bluetooth if you want to. Well, Greasy, I did not mess with it. We figured it out last night, and it was a setting I had on the sound, which is a new AI background remover, and that's what it was doing. It was considering this stuff background noise, so it eliminated it. So it wasn't the Rodecaster, it wasn't any wires, it was a setting I had on here. So all taken care of. So yeah, I mean, if I could, I'd buy it for $199 just to have a backup. Let me get the box. Let me grab the box. Let me make sure the price what it was. I'm thinking it was $9.99 when it was new. Hold on. Hold on. All this stuff is going to fall on me. I know it is. Wow, that's all dusty now. Okay. So, when you get this thing, and I freaking love it, actually. Here's the box. And this one was, I was wrong, $8.99. And when you get it, not only do you get a manual and everything, but you also get these cheat sheets. And then it shows you everything you can do. Then you get this on the front, showing you everything. And then you get this on the back. And like I said, to have one right there, these are they're sealed. Plus you get smaller ones that actually have just this on them. This. So you can, like with a whiteboard, mark and lay them out on your bench so you know what you have on each one. If you don't want to go to the page that actually shows what's on it. So $900 for $199. You cannot beat that. Hey, Lewis. So who we got? Let me go back here. Let me go up to the top and say hello to everybody. So you don't have to be a channel member or anything here to have your name read. We have Mad, who was here, 6 hours before. Wow. And then we have MPN, excuse me, Multi, Derek. And we scroll down, and then we end up with Mr. Mick. And then Greasy. And then we got, okay, Mr. Mick, Mad. Let me see, anybody else? Peggy, hello, Peggy, how are you doing? And then we have Lewis. I think that's everybody so far. And Marshall, hey Marshall. Marshall, your guitar will be here tomorrow. So tomorrow we go through Marshall's guitar and go through it and identify everything. And let's see where it was, in Pittsburgh last time I checked. Let me double check here. And usually leaves there around 2:30 in the morning to come here. So let me see. It was expected to be delivered Thursday. Now it says tomorrow. Your item has arrived at the USPS facility in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania distribution center. The item is currently in transit to destination. Well, that means they have it on the truck to bring here tonight, and that'll be about 2:30 in the morning. So tomorrow we shall have it. Greasy, did you receive the T-top pickup from the 70s? No, Greasy, I did not see that. Super excited. Yeah, so am I. Because I didn't see your link on that first email where you was playing it. And I was like, I told everybody, because I first read that email, I don't know how I missed that link, but I didn't see it. And then I was like, I don't know what it even is. Then I went back to read the email, and then I found the link. So, and that's pretty cool. He is now in Hawaii, right now. So it's neat to have people, in Hawaii, California, England, all watching the show at the same time. So thank you guys for that, seriously. Oh, wait, forgot to add this. Because I took it out last night. Here we go. And for those of you who missed it, there. But no, Greasy, I did not see the Gibson T-top pickup from the 70s. I did not. Let me look them up. Gibson reissue. And there it is. Hold on, let me share the page. I gotta go back over here. I am far from great at this, guys, but I am getting better. And that's all I can hope, just to get better. There we go. Hmm. I like how they call that double aged white instead of cream. That's pretty sweet. You can see how shiny right there from waxing the whole thing with tape on it. Look how shiny that you can see that's wax. That's pretty cool. Hmm. Any position, double vintage white. Please tell me it doesn't say unpopular. Oh, unpotted. Then why does that look all, not that one. Look how shiny that looks right there. That sure does look like it's been waxed. But I don't see any down in here, so. Hmm. So unpotted, they want you to get the squealing from it. Position any. That intrigues me and worries me. Okay, so 7.5. That's your average neck pickup. That's low for a bridge. Is it saying here why they didn't do the wax potting, which is what we're doing tonight, by the way. Tops for their brighter, tighter. Randy Rhodes. Hmm. Because I know he had the Marzios in the Sandoval and Seymour Duncan's in the white Concord. So he must have had these. had these in his Les Paul. Third correct winding specifications. Hmm. This right here gets me. Like only in California you guys can get sick from all this. Apparently nowhere else in the country. So yeah, black. That's. I wonder if that's what he had in his Les Paul then. Hmm. Well, you can have one for 8,500 or 8,000 with the pickups already in it. Hey, Cheryl. So interesting. That's pretty cool though. At any position. So what they're saying at 7.5, You know, it's pretty much a standard neck pickup, but you can put it in the bridge if you want to. And even if you had two of them that were identical or close to identical, it's still going to sound different depending whether it's in the neck or the bridge. So, hmm, interesting. That's pretty cool. Thank you for bringing it up, Gracie. I didn't know that was out there again. That's okay, Cheryl. You're not the first woman to forget me. Hence all my old songs. Well, that, believe it or not, Greasy, is what John Sykes had in his Les Paul when he recorded the iconic '87 album Whitesnake. Thank you, Cheryl. But that's what he had in there, Dirty Fingers. I wear this now. I'm not going to wear, I have the other one right here. It's always right there if I'm not wearing it. It's in reach. I didn't get to wash the shirt again today, so I grabbed my son's band shirt. So, and again, my wife wants to know why I have 75 shirts and only wear 10 over and over and over again. So, I don't know. I just do. What I think she's doing is she's trying to gain more room in her dresser, or more room for her side of the dresser. Oh, I just received a message from ah. Oh, is that what you won, Lewis? You still here? Cool. Can I show it? Oh, okay. This is the guitar that Lewis won. Here it is. You know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. Snap a photo of it here on the phone. Pretty cool, Lewis. Well, the rest of your tools should be there Friday. And I think the same thing for you, Mad. Your stuff will be there Friday too. Okay, hold on. Let me come over here. I can flip this around. Okay, this is the guitar Lewis won just a week ago. And he's got it completed. And he used some of the 3D printed tools to complete it. So here it is. Did it come with both pick guards? So that's that. And then here is, cool, both pick guards. here is the completed version. That looks pretty nice, man. I'm telling you, the Leo Jams, or James, whatever it is, for what they cost, the body alone is worth that. So, congratulations, Louis. Hey, Julian. See, I'm getting away from Julian. Yeah, that's true, Mr. Mick. Sadly. And not only did he get the stuff back from me, um, he got something else back from somebody else. I can't remember what it was now, but he'd given something to somebody, and like a year went by, and he got it back. So, yes, be careful. So, yeah, we are going to do some more wax potting tonight. And I thought while I'm doing that, sit and answer questions. And tomorrow, according to the tracking number, I will have Marshall's guitar all the way from Hawaii here tomorrow. And we will put it on the bench and go through it. Um, you know what, Greasy? I was waiting for that and the Concord, the white one, and the bottle of wine unopened still. And the comment was something, and I'm paraphrasing here, but something like, "I'm not going to ask for those because those were given under the what turned out to be falsehood of friendship," or something like that. It didn't make any sense. I'm like, well, I said, uh, you wouldn't get them back anyhow, not those. Mad or MPN, come on. I have the guitar right there. It goes with. Do I not like? Um, Never really. I don't know. Well, I've never messed with any. Uh, and I like loud. But I mean, I'm dead serious. I if I can get that all the way to one or just a hair above one, coming through that full stack, it's freaking nuts how loud it gets. When Dave heard those the first time a couple years ago, he walked up and I had it on, and I said, "Hey, go ahead and turn that up a little bit." And he was used to turning most amps up to 3, He went up to 3 and let go and grabbed his ears and started screaming. He's like, "Oh my God!" And then turned back. He's like, "That was only." He's like, "That's the loudest freaking amp I've ever heard in my life." So, oh, he said he wasn't going to ask for it. He wasn't going to demand those back. And I said, "Well, those you wouldn't have got back." So, comparison between the two pedals or the two amp heads. Well, I mean, I'll show you. I mean, I turned that into something playable and had to do it without looking like it was ever fixed. Because it had not been playable. They took a hammer and chisel to route out for the Floyd. I was looking to see if I had a photo of it originally when I first got it before I routed it out. Well, okay. Look at that custom work right there. Yeah. And the holes were off. Look where the holes were drilled as opposed to where the pickup cavity is. This one is going in, the other one's coming out, so all the strings were going. If you're holding the guitar this way, all the strings are going down that way. None of the pickups worked. Um, no, I mean nothing worked on this. Yeah, as soon as I unscrewed the pickups, the wires came out. So I did a fret job on this. Had to redo the body, and it's like, yeah, here's wait a minute. Yeah, here's a forward looking from in front of the guitar to the back. Look at this handiwork right here. That's what a screwdriver and hammer does when you're trying to route out for a Floyd. So this thing was unplayable, I guess, from when he got it. And it spent its whole life basically hanging on the wall. So I had dents in the fretboard to fix. Um, I mean, it was completely trashed. But this one was perfect. Nothing wrong with this one. Yeah. So that's what this is what I got. And it's like, hey, can you fix this so it's playable and it plays great and everything's perfect on it, but make it look like it hadn't been worked on. So I went from that to that. I got it all routed out right. The one section there behind the bar came back a little bit because that's where they had it. I mean, it was past the template, underneath the template. So all three pickups I gave them, uh, all the work, new frets, everything. And got it back to him before Christmas like he wanted. And I never asked a dime for it. So thank you guys. So yeah. No, I mean it was. I couldn't go down with the Floyd Rose as much the nut because it was already down and the truss rod was up. So I did the shim, the 3D printed shim for the Floyd, and got that in there. I I don't know. I may have changed the nut on the end of the truss rod. I don't remember. I remember doing it to a guitar. I just don't know which one now to get a little bit more room. Uh, Pulled the frets off, put new ones on it, sanded the fretboard down. Had to route out and modify a little bit for the two neck pickups and the bridge pickup, all shielding everything all through it. New pot or pots. Um, he did supply the Floyd Rose, and I did the stainless steel upgrades for him. Um, and then repairing wood that was needed to be there so I could route it out so it would look good. I had a lot of time in that guitar, and it plays great. And they played it, they loved it. His brother was going to send me other guitars of his to work on it now, so I bet that doesn't happen. So who knows? And it's funny because I have a screenshot on text on here where he made the comment that he should have figured that you know who would have picked that guitar apart. Then he's trying to say that he never said that. Like, dude, I got the screenshot of your message because he kept telling me I'm screenshotting everything. I said, well, so will I. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Yeah, I didn't charge a dime for that, or any of the ones for Napoleon either. and every other guitar was absolutely perfect for him. But this one, it drew all the attention. And again, didn't do anything that I told him to do before anybody played it, because the 7 days of it coming from Ohio to California and then hanging out in the warehouse at UPS for an extra day, and then, nothing. He just unboxed it and hung it on the wall. Not to mention how uh, both of those guys had CC's guitar for over 2 years, and all they got accomplished was a pickup semi soldered in it, and that was it. And then I had to finish that. That's the one that was the I routed that one out for a Floyd. That turned out to be this one. Plus, I routed, or no, I didn't. No Floyd on that one. I did put in the 3-way switch and the kill switch, and that's the kill switch that I broke putting it in, tightening it up. So I had to buy another one to replace it. But I put the 3-way switch in with the 2 different capacitors. So back, like you see it right there, is just the pickup. In the middle, you had the pickup in one capacitor, and then where the neck position would be, you had to pick up with the other capacitor. And that guitar was all white. Matter of fact, there's my wiring diagram. I drew it out, but I'm going to actually do it proper. So you get 3 sounds out of the one pickup, and the guitar, when I got it, this is after I sanded it down and then started masking it off. And even on this channel, there's videos of, like, that was drilling the hole for the kill switch. And you'll also see there's also did videos of cutting the slot for the 3-way switch. And what was funny is, the whole thing was, well, we want it so a kid can do it. So, that was marked. Then I literally did it with the drill press because I figured the kid might not have the right proper tools. So I drilled it all out with the drill press, then took a X-Acto knife and a flat file and got it all shaped in there. So everything you see on this paint job that looks messed up, it was that way on purpose. That's what he wanted. But the 5150 decals that you see on it now, you can't feel them because of the clear it was on there. And then scratch the clear up, kind of Eddie style. So put a Vega trim on that one. There's the headstock. Yep. So that's another one went through absolutely fine with no problems whatsoever. And those 2 guys had it for over 2 years. I had it for 4 months. So, it is what it is. Yeah. No, it didn't. That's right here. Shirt, I didn't get a chance to wash it today. And it was 92 or 94 with like 90% humidity today. So a sweatshirt was definitely out of the question. So, well, luckily, I don't have to worry about two live crew anymore. So, any other questions and/or concerns, comments, or criticism? I'm remembering that now. But yeah, I'm going to show you this right here. This CC's guitar, Alex's guitar, Dane's guitar, Napoleon's two guitars, Spaz's brother's guitar, uh, Steven's guitars, Center Music and Art guitars, another Napoleon, MPN's guitars, Shirley's guitars, Michael B's, Brady's. So it's all paint jobs. But I did, you know what? This well, Julian, when you first came over here, I mean, you said that I forget exactly what you said. Something about what you heard there and what you're seeing here is not the same or something like that. See if I can. I have share screen for that. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm looking here. Yeah, I think I can do this. How did I do this last night? I was trying to figure this out. There we go. Okay, I think I can do this. Now, this is also before the garage was getting redone. Where? Let me get this. Let me make sure you can see this. Okay. So now let me see if this will work. You guys can see that? Peggy, this was your guitar, by the way, you were supposed to get. Can Okay. All right, now let me try this. See if this will work. Hold on here. Okay, is it showing it like a slideshow? Okay. So this is everything I did last year. That was supposed to be Peggy's guitar right there. That's after I put the clear before anything got sanded, level sanded and buffed. There, that's the one that I showed last night that's got the red, that right there. That's when he decided he wanted to buy it off of me. That was without level sanding the paint. That's um, the alien or the predator blood sitting behind me. Hey, Dwight. MPN, there's your base. There's the paint. Again, that's just the paint. That's not cleared. That's just the paint before level sanding. That I didn't level sand. I want you to be able to feel all the green, which you can. Now that was after I sanded it, but no clear. Then there's the first coat of clear. That's before it was level sanded and buffed. So I said, take it out in the sun, it'll really shine. That was display. I did both bases on the left and the one in the middle, and then there's that one right there. So it looks real rough, but it's smooth as glass because the clear is like glass, but he wanted all the scratches under the bottom of it like that. So it kind, yeah, like look where the light is. You'll see like scratches, but you don't feel them. That's what he wanted. There's a repair. Yeah, I had to fix that, bought that in. There was your base on display at the store for over a year. It sat like that, MPN. This is the base I turned into the blue Steve Harris. That's before wet sanding. That's just the first coats of clear. Then all that gets sanded, level sanded, and that was after it was done. Spots, that's the ceiling tile. This is a Kelly a guy dropped off for me. The old Jackson Bridge. That was that's the one I relic for Brady. You'll see what that was originally coming up. Here's Michael B's guitar, where I cut a single coil, put in a single coil in it. And you see the tape in the back with the X. That's where I had to put the other switch. That's the wiring afterwards. 2 switches. I rebuilt the Floyd for it too. That's that pink bass or pink guitar, that relic. That's what I had when he brought it here. He's like, I want this relic. I said, it is. He's like, no, I want it shell pink and relic. Michael's guitar completed. That was that Washburn. It was all relic. The silver and white and blue or black and red. That's how I got it from a pawn shop. That was there, Peggy. There's your guitar. Look how bad that was when I got it. See the part of the I'll show it. I had to build that corner up on the headstock right there. MPN, look. Thank you, Zach. Who knows? I actually filled that hole just like that because where I had to drill, That is that black and white and blue crackle. Oh no, this is the lava crackle one I was trying to do. That's after the crackle was applied. This is the black and white one. Yeah, that was before the garage was redone. Now he didn't want a smooth. He wanted to be able to feel the crackle on here, so it just has a couple coats of clear. This is that when I did the pink relic. That was even before I had my paint stand. Now so I was just showing the processes I was going through with all this stuff. I don't have that Dylan loader anymore either. I sold that. And that was when I took it up to him and gave it to him. Now that one turned into a green relic base that was hanging on the wall with the at the store with my uh, predator blood. Back, yeah. Some of the photos are not in order. Yeah, that's that gray base. That's British Racing Green. That was actually Oxford paint out of Canada. So I reliced it, took it to the store, and they're like, we want it relic more. Like, are you kidding? They're like, no, relic it more. So I brought it back home and did more to it. And that was when I first took it up there. Because I even did the pickup, like it's, scratched. And that's when I brought it here and did more. They just sold that thing for like $1,400 a couple weeks ago, which I couldn't believe. Oh, I even did a cello and violin. Watch. So you'll see all the spot filling on that. Glued to cracks. Oh, that's the Warrior. That was the pink base, the other base I did for the store too. That one. So 24, 724 did that. There's the violin and the cello in the store. That was advertised at the store for one of the paint job options. But I ended up doing more. He wanted more relicking on that after about 3 weeks. So I did more to it. He's now that I charged for. The heck's that doing on there? And he ended up giving me $150 more than I asked for. So on this, where the drips are, I left them. I did not level sand that at all. You could feel every green spot on it. And I did it that way on purpose. All right, good night, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. Because I had never done a paint job like that where you could feel it. So that's why I wanted this one to be that way. I don't know why it's showing these and not the. Okay. Slideshow. All right. It didn't show. Skipped a couple. All right. Oh, look, I can make this bigger here. So that's some of them. There are more. There will be more. And now the garage is completely different. That's too big. The garage is completely different, and the next videos will be in the paint booth. So, thank you, Jordan. So with that, let's go wax pot pickups. And if you guys have any questions, I have the other. I have there so I can see it better. So I shall be able to answer. And we're supposed to get over an inch of rain tomorrow. It's actually raining right now. It's been raining off and on all day. Hold on. Unplug the headphones. I hate cables. All right. So let's start with these two that's going in the Guitar Mafioso. See right now, I need to plug that a little bit. A little while. See all the air bubbles coming out? So I can see everything right here. Any questions or anything you guys want to talk about? We can do it. Thank you, Lewis. I did take the padding off because I keep getting wax on them and I can't get it all off. I mean, you can get the majority of it off, but the part of it still like stained in it. Man, I've had these since the late 90s from Navistar. What they used when they did charge the air conditioner in the semis. I guess I could take all this stuff off. So I thought it was pretty cool last night having everybody or 3 other people on the show. And like I said, guys, I swear to God, I want you guys to actually be part of this show, not just numbers or money or considered that way, whatever. I don't know. It's great to be able to. I don't know. Eric, come out of that one. It's great to be able to put a face to a name, even if it's only once. At least you get an idea. You know what I mean? And like I told those guys last night on in the that were on the screen, I said it just. I was always told by the other show that you have no idea who these people are. Other than that, they could be prisoners sitting in a prison pretending to be somebody. And so I don't trust anybody. And I said, I can't be that cynical. I can't. So that's when I thought, you know what? Just have you on the camera, just even if it's just for 5 minutes. Not everybody's out to get you. I've had my life threatened. Well, now that I know how you are, I can see why. I don't know. It just blows my mind. Just look at everything as everything's bad. Everybody's out to get you. I, I don't know. I just refuse to look at things that way. I may be wrong. Oh, I don't know. Why is that stuck in there? There we go. Well, that's why. So it just blows my mind. It's like that's how you because of one instance that you got to live the rest of your life in fear and not trust anybody ever. And look at all you guys in the chat as bad people or potentially bad people. I don't know. I just don't. I can't live that way. Yep. Good thing, Jack. Yeah, Peggy. Yes. I've always tried, and sometimes I failed. I'm not perfect, uh, but I've always tried to treat people the way I wanted to be treated. But these one-way friendships from those two in California, I just don't get. And no, I'm not saying all California is that way. I have relatives. I have an attorney that lives, a cousin that's an attorney. One's a big shot software guy. He lives on Redondo Beach. Um, and then one works in Hollywood. He actually, well, when Ellen had her show, he was one of her producers or something. like that. If you trust, you'll be disappointed occasionally. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine living my life in fear like that. I couldn't do it. You know, and I was told by those two, well, you're not afraid of it because you got guns, you know how to use them. That has nothing to do with it. Don't treat people like, I'm going to cuss here, don't treat people like assholes, and you don't have to worry about that. But when you do something that gives them a reason to not like you, whose fault's that? I don't know. I just don't get it. I guess I've told my cousin Chris, I said I couldn't live in California anymore. I did 77 to 78, and it wasn't like it is now. I couldn't do it now. Come on, get out of there, Air. We're almost done. We're having humbucker stew. But I am only going to do 2 at a time because when I had 3 and 4 in here, that got to be. Well, you know, I understand everybody's different, but man, when you have an outlook like that and you live in fear, then you have 20 some people that worked with you before that you have a problem with, but they don't have a problem with each other. You know, at some point in time, you got to say, hey, 20 some people can't be wrong. Maybe I'm the problem. But you know, that'll never happen. And when I brought that up, I was told by the Birdman that all 20 some people were crazy. Really? They're all crazy. So, I don't know. I'm just, yes, I was upset in the beginning. Not at what happened, but as you guys know, how it happened. But now I'm looking at it as okay, maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Because I'm actually having more fun now than I ever did there. And like I said, you get over here and get you guys actually involved instead of saying I want you involved and never doing nothing about it. Oh, that's hot. I mean, yeah, I ask for parts a lot, but you guys know why. But I'm not asking for money every 3 seconds. And you guys are not just a number or a sub to me. Still hot. Dang it. Hey, maybe I'm a Shaolin priest now. If you're old, you know what that reference was for. Yep, Peggy. Very true. Don't answer so many questions. I want super chats. Okay. This one airs out. This one pretty much already. And there's no more bubbles coming out of it. Cool. Oh, there's one. So, yeah. You know, you guys may think I'm joking when I say, you know, we're on the ground floor here and I want to build this up. Just so it helps a lot of people. I have no plans on monetizing. I don't do the super chat thing. I know I've had some people kind of complain, say I should because they want to help, but don't have the parts, you know, guitar parts to donate. They'd rather do money. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, then get a hold of me via email and I'll give you the link there. But I am not going to post it on there or create a Q code where, hey, send me money here, please. You guys are not the bank. And I will never treat you like one. I might treat you like a parts store. But like in Greasy's case, Greasy had a bunch of parts that were just laying around. He was generous enough to donate them and then a guitar and a speaker and like I showed last night, that one box, some stuff in it, some of the 3D parts. Oh, which by the way, okay, here was my original string stretcher. I told you I was making bigger ones. How's that? Bigger, thicker, and stronger. And they are that. This is the, you know, size there. And I said I wanted to get closer to that bigger size. Check it out. Shaped a little different, but the exact size, plus these are a little thicker, make them a little bit more stronger. So I'm printing those out now, printing out the knob pullers, the drill attachment tuning, spring separators. So I'm doing all this stuff. Like I said, there's going to be one big massive kit go out as a giveaway prize. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to be able to hold off until the holidays, but knowing me, I'm not going to be able to hold off that long. I'll probably do it way beforehand and have to come up with something else for the holiday gift. But that's just me. Plug this back in. Man, I need one that regulates the temperature. Oh, big air pop. Just popped out of that one. Well, see, Greasy, that worked out for both of us. You got rid of the stuff that was taking up space, and I was able to use it where it's needed to help people that couldn't afford it any other way. And that's, I mean, I still get people who don't believe me. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. Is again, no super chats. I'm not asking for Patreon or paid memberships because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you and help you save some money. And if it saves you money by you learning how to do something, then that's what we're here for. I'll show you guys everything I do and how I do it. And get out in the garage with all that. So you'll be able to actually see the paint jobs in process now. I am never going to sit here and say, hey, smash that thumbs up or go here and tell them I sent you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to get mad no matter who you watch. I'm not anybody to say, hey, you guys can't watch this channel, then come here. This isn't a dictatorship. This is a channel to learn and hang out and have some fun, make some friends. And again, that's why I want you guys involved in this from the get-go. So you all could say, you know what? I'm part of that channel. I'm not just a watcher. I'm not just a chat member. I'm not just a sub. I'm actually part of that channel. And I give you my word, if you guys get more popular, I'm not going to kick you off. And it's not just a one and done. Unless you get on and go all kind of on a rant of racial slurs and stuff like that, then that'd be done. But to get on there and just, show your gear, show what you're doing, how you're doing. If you want to show how you're doing, that's fine. That's what I'm shooting for. Did we get a participation? I guess. We'll come up with something. I actually like that logo that Mr. Mick came up with last night, the Gunner Project. I might have to have him talk to his wife and see if she could turn that into a hat and shirts. I mean, he just, he sent me that photo during the chat. This is just an idea, is all it said. And I opened it up and I looked at it and was like, whoa, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. So to recap about this, 80% paraffin, 20% beeswax, and then all these no-name pickups, even though some of them sound excellent, a lot of them are really noisy. So I do this to every one of these no-names. The pickup may sound great, but if it's screaming at you when you're not playing a note, then you need to do something about it. So this is a good thing to get started on. So when you do put these in any guitar, they end up working better, not as noisy. Plug that again. I gotta like plug it in for about 5 minutes and unplug it for about 5 minutes and plug it back in. A lot of bubbles coming out of those. Get off it. Ow, 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 ow. I shouldn't have done that. But I figured I'd try. Paid for it. 150-degree wax. And oh, look, where I cut myself last night with my black tape bandage, it's all good. No trip to emergency room avoided. So yeah, that's how that's, like I said, I want you guys to be part of it. Not just sub and do some super chats and then you're popular as long as you're doing the super chats. So when you don't do them anymore, then you get ignored. Ask Billy Ray about that one. Total, I think I don't know the exact numbers. You would have to ask Billy. But total, I would say he spent $100 in super chat. And when he quit, he just basically got turned invisible. If you don't believe me, you can go look at those shows and see for yourself. So what's that tell you right there? I'm Chicago deep dish. I don't like the thin pizza. Although my Nona made great pizza. But her sisters always said, if you, even if it wasn't great, you still told her it was. I never had an issue with it. I loved it. Yeah, I like the deep dish, and I even like it with the crust over top of it on some of them. There's a place here in town, which actually, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 years ago, actually won the best tasting pizza in the United States. And they all won it. The owners and like the managers of all the stores got a free trip to Italy. It's called De Fleece Pizza, and it's basically like an oven fried pizza. Excellent. Come on, Bubbles. Get out of the hot tub. Hey, David. Yeah. In the 90s, I thought they were going back to the 80s with the red and white tablecloths and all that stuff. I remember those from the 70s, man, going in there. 1981, taking a date to Pizza Hut was a big thing. Huh? Remember, kiddos, twist it like this when you go to take it out. Get any excess that will fly out of it before you do anything. Pass across the top. So, like I said, yeah, I was upset then, but it truly was a blessing in disguise. I just didn't realize it at the time. Because I was called stupid, uh, friending some of you guys on Facebook because you don't know who they are. How are you supposed to find out? Hey, like I said, guys, everybody that's on here, it's not a one and done time. We will all do it again. Like I said, I think, see how that happens? Everything gets. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure with the EV Mux, I can go up to 12 people at one time. Yep. You guys getting in on the ground floor and building this channel with me. That means something. Russell, you did fine last night, man. Nothing to worry about. All good. Everybody had a good time. And you know what? You kind of feel once you put a face to a name, I don't know, it just gives you a little different feeling. Like, you know, like I don't even know how to explain it. Like more of a real friend, I guess, not just a name on a screen. Well, I did the Facebook thing for all the shooting stuff, the shooting competition stuff I did back then. I was already, the band thing was way over before Facebook ever became a thing. Actually, before the internet really happened. But man, yeah, I sit and think now. I thought, oh my god, if we'd have had these cell phones and this stuff when we had the band, you'd see a lot of videos. Come on, the air out. Plug it again. Thank you, David. I'm the dumb one that doesn't know anything about any of this. That's what I was told. Someone else knows everything that needs to be done. Because you've done it longer than anybody. I guess I shouldn't ask why. If you know what to do, you've been doing it longer than anybody. How come you don't have an extra zero on your sub count? Or two extra zeros? That's it. I'm pissed now. I don't even want to do the show. Then move it back a half hour. Like I said, if you guys knew everything that went on before and after the show, you might be surprised. Or you might not, actually, now that I think about it. Billy's a little more than a week away getting his new place. And I feel sorry for what he's going through right now. I mean, I know a lot of people went through divorce, but to lose a stepson, then a brother, then a wife, all within a 6-month period. I mean, you guys may think I'm just saying that when I say prayers for you guys. That's I really do. And prayer list at the church too. I'm stupid for caring about you guys like I do. Been told that too. I'll check out that design. Trust no one. Everybody's out to get you. His stepson died, and then within what, Peggy, 3 weeks, his brother died. And now he's going through a divorce. And this is all within 6-7 months. So, I mean, I know a lot of people. My wife and I, out of all the friends we had before we got married, and like friends that she grew up with, friends I grew up with, um, none of them. No, take that back. Only one has been married as long as us. The rest have been married at least 2, couple of them 5 times. This is actually the start of our 41st year together, 39th year of marriage. So yeah, I mean, I really do worry about Billy. Billy Ray is a good guy, a good police officer. Yeah, Billy is a police officer in Phoenix, Arizona. So well, his new apartment, I don't know where it is, but he was only about 20 minutes from Dane's store before. Congratulations, Scott. Yeah, apparently that's a rare thing these days. 25, 30 plus years. Her one friend that she actually graduated with was married 5 times. And the last time I saw her, I made a joke, but she didn't find it funny. I said, "Man, you've been picked up so many times, you're starting to grow handles." I thought it was funny. She didn't. Greasy, you like that. Good. See, Greasy and I are a lot alike. Big old air bubble. That's excellent, Lewis. Like I said, it's very. I think it said 25 plus years is getting rare now for marriages or for couples, not marriages, for couples with the younger generation. See, the one girl that I dated for a long time, we were actually engaged, and then she ended up cheating on me down in college. She was in college, um, and the guy she cheated on me with, she ended up marrying him. But and I pretty much furnished their first house because her and I spent a year and a half buying stuff. I'm talking furniture, you name it, lamps, dinnerware, silverware, all that stuff. And then we split up. She kept it all. and her brother told me where they moved to after they got married. So I did send her a letter and said, congratulations and enjoy the household gifts. But that's why a lot of my songs, I mean, I thought she was the one. But I marry, I date and marry. Uh, all of them were straight A students. All of them were National Honor Society. Okay. Well, see that's where my wife and I are lucky, Scott, because uh, her and I both like to do house renovations and build projects. Like I built her entire office upstairs. I did in wall desk and shelving, everything. Crown molding around the top. So her and I, she loves to do woodworking too. So she's not much into painting, or at least not with a spray gun. But we have a lot of interest still after all this time. I mean, we've basically remodeled this entire house. So, and the house we bought when we bought our house in Springfield, uh, we bought it off of a doctor who was having a new house built, and then the house got finished early. So they sold us their house for what they owed on it. But we ended up redoing all of it too. So back in the 80s and 90s, we both liked watching like the This Old House and the Old Yankee Workshop. So she goes outside and uses my all my DeWalt woodworking tools. That one needs to go a little bit longer. Out too soon. Good night, Russell. Yeah, from what I'm seeing on there. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're 15 seconds behind. Well, at least what I'm seeing on the iPad is 15 seconds behind when I actually do it. So, that could work now. Yeah, marriage is, obviously it's got to be with the right person, but I remember Phyllis Diller inviting someone into the living room one time during an interview, and she said, "Don't know why I call it the living room. All my husbands are dead." Yes, I do listen to all those old comedians. I have the entire DVD set of the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast. And that is some of the funniest stuff you ever hear in your life. Unfortunately, it wouldn't go today. And that's what the problem is. It wouldn't go today. And the fact that Dean Martin grew up and lived 25 minutes from me. Steubenville, Ohio, where you go into Steubenville and Route 7 highway becomes the Dean Martin Boulevard all through Steubenville. And every year they have a Dean Martin Festival. And Dina Martin, his daughter, shows up for every one of them. Ooh, hello. And they usually have a Rat Pack group that does the whole Rat Pack routine. They got a bunch of impersonation singers every day. I think it's a 3-day festival. For an Italiano, it's heaven. Okay. All right, let me go back to the desk. Done, unplugged. All of these have been wax potted. These are ready for the Mafia guitar. These are the two that came out of the Firefly. All these are from Puppy. So we are good to go. They may be no name, but they do sound good. Now I got to plug the headphones back in because I almost tripped over the wire going over to the bench. Here we go. Let's see. Switch the camera back. All right. Everybody needs a safe place, David. Mine, as growing up, was a yard with a mirrored slide that was 800 feet off the ground that you went through and scorched your legs going down it, falling off monkey bars onto concrete, riding a bike that had the shin splinter pedals on it, jumping over kids, other kids laying down as you was pretending to be Evil Knievel. And drinking water from a hose when he was thirsty. Yeah, Zach, it is. He really is. I'm telling you, most people in this community are. Obviously, there's a couple that questionable, but it's. I'm happy. Fire escape tag. We never got to do that here. No, we just had monkey bars that were about 12 feet high. And if you fell off of them, you fell into concrete, not rubber coated Nerf padding. Where you get on the merry-go-round and they would swing you till you got sick and flew off, got a concussion and threw up, as opposed to the ones now will only go so fast they can't spin them any faster than that. Zach, I am glad that you, I really am. I'm glad you found a place, man. Congratulations. Jack, remember trying? Oh, yeah. That was the biggest thing right there. You wanted to knock their glasses off and make their nose bleed with the dodgeball. They don't do any of that stuff anymore. Wow. That's crazy, man. We just jumped going down the highway. Going down the highway, you have one truck in front of the other one, and you were in the forward truck, and you would jump out of the bed of it into the bed of the other one. Oh, you're welcome, Zach. I know we got off to a rocky start, but that's because I was going off everything I heard. And I told you before, I'll tell you again, I apologize for that. So I said, I look back now over those 3 years and, it's like, hey, I'm sorry, guys. If I offended anybody, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a new uh, playground set they built here in town like 2 years ago, and I remember us trying to push one another to try to wrap around, you know, go around the whole thing. Now they got bars halfway up the chains, so you can't do that. You're gonna go in the safe zone. Yes, if I was still there right now, this would be the start of the fourth year. Well, when I got there, there was just turned 10,000 subscribers. So it's 10,000 subscribers in almost 8 years, 7 years. I got on the show and we went from 10,000 to 14,000 in less than three. When it started leveling off, that's when apparently my usefulness was done. And found out he pretty much did that to all the other guys too. So, so yeah, it was definitely. I just keep feeling the need to apologize to everybody. Like as long as you're helping the numbers go up, then you're okay. But when everything levels off and nothing new is happening, then bye bye. And on to the next person that can help. Hey David, you weren't here when I showed this. This is the Roadcaster I have. Okay, right here, and the tag is still on it. So that's what it was. New, $8.99. There is one of these right now on Reverb for 199 bucks used, and it looks to be in excellent shape. I will send you the link. because I guarantee you it will not be there tomorrow. When they're $2.99 to $3.50, they don't last but a couple days. Uh-oh. MPN, one of those Chrome Seymour Duncan SBs is now sold. Sent, David. This is it. Only one available, and another person already has it in their cart. Oh, here's one for $2.15. You're welcome, David. Derek, what do I think about the hardtail Jackson King V's? Well, I am not a fan of hardtails myself, but it is a Jackson King V, so can't go wrong. I like them. I like the King V's. MPN gets his white Concord tomorrow, or should be. And again, Marshall's guitar from Hawaii should be here in the morning. So I'm going to go for 30 more minutes. We're going to stop at 3 hours tonight. But does anybody want to come on for the last 30 minutes? If I don't have your email, you have to email me there. And then I'll email you the link, and then we'll go on, get on here. You went on, David? All right. Uh, probably, Derek. By that late, by 9:30 Monday, yeah. Okay, it's sent, David. Oh, there you go. You got a way to get on the show Monday, Derek? Did you get your Crackle guitars yet? Yeah. I know I'm not doing this as a podcast, so Here's David. Add the scene, and we will go with 2. There we go.
Okay, checking sound.
Wow,
Good
that
to
was
go.
loud. I got you.
Anything from yesterday? Do you recommend I check settings?
No, you're all right now. I can lower. I can control your sound here.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't change anything from yesterday. I don't think there's the keys on the keyboard. Good for my. There it is. No, those are all the same. Okay. Yeah, let's just check. Yeah, it was messed up. Texas weather today. Probably about 11:30, roughly. It was around 12:30. It got real bad. You know, like it looks like it's 8 p.m. You know, and it's
Mm.
cloud coverage and everything else. And then there was this huge crack from the thunder, and my little hub for the computer that runs all the monitors and everything just died. So the computer acted like it was going to restart, but then the internet came back and it didn't restart. But it killed everything that I was doing. So I had to call my colleague on my phone, and I was like, I was going to take off around 2:30 anyway, but I should probably restart this computer and just shut everything down and see where I'm at with this. Apparently, like Louisville, Texas, is where I'm at, and it was like right in the heart of it.
Mm.
Whereas like further into Dallas, they got winged. That was about it. We got the full effect.
Let me answer Derek's thing. Let's see. As for the guitars, we had a shipping standoff. He still didn't ship them out as of today. Wow. That's well, you know what, Derek? I got one I saved here. Hold on. I'll show it to you. I will show it to you since you were going to get that. Hold on. Oh, maybe I will. Is it still here? Watch list live. Oh, here. This is also a killer price, and it would be shipping from Conroe, Texas, from Hurricane Custom Guitars.
And that's that same kind of device that you sent me.
No, this is a guitar.
Oh, right on. Yeah,
Here you go, Derek.
Roadcaster. Right. That's what I mean. Yeah, I gotta see how I feel about the selling situation. Oh, that's pretty cool.
$680. Do you want the link, Derek? Believe me, if I had the extra money right now, I would be showing you what I just bought.
Right?
Yeah. All right, I'll send you the link, Derek.
Let's see. Trying to get that more straight on. Okay, so I joined,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I had plans on what I might teach you because this would be funny for everybody to watch.
Okay.
I don't have an amp, and I don't have a way for you guys to truly hear what I'm trying to show you. But I've never seen anybody else do this. I don't feel like it's that difficult, or at least it would be to start out, right? but I think I could explain it to you. You give it a
Okay.
try, and then other people could possibly hear it and learn what it is. Unless you had something else in.
No, no, no. I just forwarded it to Derek. All right, Derek, it's sent. Okay, go ahead. Wait,
Okay, so
let me solo you here.
oh, that's just too upfront and personal. Wow.
No, it ain't.
Oh yeah, I'm on the internet. You got to try to smile without teeth. You don't want to scare the people away. All right, so just tap your 12 and your 7, right? Now, how you do this is probably going to have everything to do with whether or not it works for you. But I always use my thumb as a guide, right?
Hmm.
Which ultimately has my palm sitting somewhere around where I would get harmonics out of my 7. What's that be? 17, right? Or 19? Anyway, so
Can't hear
that's true. You're going to have to do this on your own. But it's the easiest place to get it, right? So if you were just hitting the various strings to get harmonics out of the 7,
it.
like
Mm-hmm.
you would normally get a harmonic. So you want to hit the 7 and have the string, or I'm sorry, tap the 12, let it ring to the 7, and have the string hit your palm in such a way where you can get the harmonic.
There you go.
Right? And then,
Wow, Lewis, you're old. You were born in August or April 7th, 2012, or 1912.
did he mistype something?
Oh, probably. Hey,
Trying to get
Bob.
to the, trying to get the delay out of the Firefox program. I can't do it. I'm trying to have up both so I can see the chat. I don't like how it populates to the left and it's all exceedingly white. I was trying to do the dark screen. Anyway, any progress, Ron?
Oh, I'm not trying it. I will later.
You will later. Oh,
Yeah.
but now I just feel dumb.
No, you don't.
I figured to give it a try now. See if you
Oh, no,
make
no,
some
no.
progress. I mean, obviously, don't have the amp turned up so your
I got
wife can hear.
wax all over my fingers right now.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Well, let's see from the chat. Is anybody? Okay, so start with your 7, right? And your 12. Tap the 12.
There you go.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Turn the mic down towards the neck.
Yeah, I tried that.
Oh, there we go. Heard that. Heard it there for a minute. There you go.
Is it kind of coming through? Anyway,
A little
you're
bit.
trying to get a harmonic from your palm sitting behind the 12. So you're letting off the 12, kind of giving it the string the momentum like you struck it, and you're trying to let your palm get a harmonic off the string, and then that'll work. Various other places like if you're tapping the 10, theoretically your palm will be just set up perfect to get the harmonic.
Mm-hmm. Lewis is asking you a question.
Is there 3 notes? Yeah. Okay. So the open, the 7, and the 12. Right. So you're tapping the 12. I mean, you could do this anywhere, but I'm just showing you the easiest place to achieve it, and then you can apply this wherever you want to go. But 12 open 7. Right, and then Lewis, right. So if you do 12 7, so by the time your harmonic is hitting right on the 7, you've taken the open out of it. Yeah, G string. You're right. Yep. And then, I using all that, I figured out how to make all the Van Halen fans cry if I wanted to, because where he would tap the low E and right hit the
Yeah.
12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured out how to do that on the A string with the harmonics I'm showing you. I mean, it sounds pretty close, right? So if you've ever had the internet, you're trying to figure out what is he doing, you could make it sound so close that your mind might believe it.
There you go. The first guitar lesson on the show.
But I'm hoping that works out for everybody. Uh, yeah, play around with seeing if you can get your palm to make the harmonic when you lift off the tap.
Go. Thank you for that, David.
Thank you. I thought you were going to try it right then. I feel like a
No, no,
douche.
no. I got
You just,
whacked and everything in my fingernails and all that from doing the pickups just now.
I just never seen anybody do that.
Let's see. What we got?
But I would give it to you.
Oh, Lewis says he's ready to go on tour now.
Yeah, right.
Start off over there in Santa Cruz.
Just interesting little tricks. Some point, like 20 minutes ago, I remember I told you guys about the dryer sheet war.
Yeah.
I got a real good one night. I stuffed them all in her pen bag, and I didn't know she had a meeting the next morning. Apparently, she didn't either. So I must have had about 15 dryer sheets stuffed in her pen bag. She goes to pull it out of her bag, realizes it's kind of full, and she's in this meeting, opening this pen bag, and realizes the whole thing is just exploding with these dryer sheets.
You're lucky you're alive.
You're not kidding, man. So many. This one year for Valentine's Day, she's always told me she doesn't like getting those box of chocolates because, unless they got the chart to tell you what's in them, which they
Yeah.
usually don't, half of them suck. She doesn't like coconut. She doesn't like this. She doesn't like that. So I'm at work at Valentine's Day, and I think she had a half day that day, so she'd been like home with the dog almost the whole day. So I'm living the good life at work, enjoying my job. And one of the young ladies ate all her chocolates, so she had an empty heart box. I took it home, I wrapped it up, and I gave it to her. And she opens it up, and she's like, "This shit is empty." I said, "It's the thought that counts."
See, I never did the candy like that. I mean, we're
We don't
talking
really do
from
Valentine's Day.
18 on. Um, I always did I always bought well, let's just say I probably paid to have 2 or 3 Victoria's Secrets built across the world somewhere.
A lot more useful than chocolate, though.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
it lasted a lot longer.
Peggy probably has a good argument. She'd be like, without the chocolate, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I had that card for a long time, and it was always full. Oh well.
She does kind of enjoy that she's got this story to tell people, and everyone always says the same thing. And he's still alive? Yes.
uh, you got to have fun. If you don't have fun, it ain't worth doing anything.
I got her one time. There was there's a movie with Jason. Who's the famous Jason guy? Statham. Jason Statham.
Oh, okay. Jerry, no, I have not.
Lots of famous people in that movie. It's about a bank robbery in Italy that they stole a bunch of gold, and then it goes on to flourish into a better whole story. I can't think of the name of it. I think it's called The Bank Job, possibly. The Bank Job.
Or the
Jason Statham.
Italian job.
The Italian Job. That's the one.
Yep.
That's exactly it. Yep, yep, yep. And then, all right. So in it, uh, there's a black guy with missing an eardrum, and he's got like hard of hearing, right? He likes to blow stuff up. And he said they were having some story time share and something about he he doesn't like dogs. He had a bad experience, and then somebody asked him what happened, and he goes, "I had a bad experience. I'm deaf. Jesus, right?" So with that in mind, the wife was asking me, "Hey, we should see Thor," and I I set it all up. She went and came back, and she goes, I said something about it being the second one, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, which one?" I was like, "The second one. Weren't you listening?" I almost wore that coffee.
The the one thing that I pulled a lot of jokes on my wife, and she was good with all of them. But there was one that she didn't like, and then I almost got shot for this. I used to have when we first got married. Before we were married, and I had a 80s water bed, but I didn't have the one with the baffles, and it was full wave.
Oh my god,
So she was sleeping. We were
those things
married.
were.
She was sleeping on the edge of it, and I thought, okay. So I go running down the hallway and jumped on it. She launched off of it and went into the wall by the window and crashed on the floor. It just threw her straight out sideways. She went complete. She was dead asleep, and all of a sudden she went airborne and hit the wall and hit the floor. I thought it was funny. Apparently, it wasn't. She did not find the humor in that whatsoever.
No, she probably didn't.
She literally flew out of the bed about 5 feet across and hit the wall, then smashed down. And by the time I quit laughing, which apparently made her mad, so I was trying to get off the waterbed over to help her, and when I finally got over there, I went to help her, and I got smacked. Don't you touch me! Blah, blah, blah. She didn't find that near as funny as I did, but I just figured she'd just flip out, just roll off of it.
Right, we're just
I didn't
rolling.
know it
Yeah.
was going to launch her, 5 feet across into the wall, about 3.5, 4 feet high, and then slid down the wall.
My wife used to like to keep those dark chocolate Hershey Kisses in the refrigerator,
Yep.
and I figured she always had a bag of them, right? Run out of candy in the refrigerator, she refills it. We always got a bag of them. Not like we're sitting around eating 10 a day. It's more like one or two, right? So they last a long time, and then we seem to never run out. Well, I ate the last one out of the fridge. Then she tried to express to me that that was the last one, and I didn't believe it. So she's in the kitchen, looking in all the pantries and everything. I'm chewing this thing in her ear while she's looking.
Never take a lady's last piece of chocolate. Peggy, am I right
Oh my
here?
God. I thought for sure she had more. Apparently.
The emergency stash was gone.
Oh my God.
Oh well.
She still reminds me about that one sometimes.
Well, I still hear about launching across the room every now and then. When she gets mad, that's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah.
But she is not Italian, which is good because Italian women remember stuff that never even happened yet. Get you in trouble.
My wife's not Italian either, but she tried that with me once. Oh, I had this dream about you, and then I'm in trouble because of this dream. Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, I did that. Therefore, I quit telling dreams.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't write them down so I can get caught later. I just don't remember.
But I mean, she has learned. This is going on our 41st year together, 39th married. So she's learned because even though she doesn't like when I tell the story about the one night eternal, she knows that was then, But I got to say, when after we got married, when she would go, she would go to certain shows with the band just to hang out. My parents would watch Cole, and she would get go with us for a couple nights on the road, and uh, the one time I was really scared, and I was scared. We were at the end of the show. We were signing autographs, and this girl come up and pulled her boob out for me to sign. And I turned around and looked, and my wife's standing there watching me. So I, did a little
Right.
signature thing and thanked her. And I kind of like glanced over, waiting to see like daggers shooting at her eyes at me. And I was surprised because she's like, I know this is part of the job. I'm like, hey, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you signed it. You didn't handshake.
Yeah, that's it. I
What
didn't
are you gonna
touch.
do? And you didn't want
Hey,
to leave her standing there. I mean,
sharp. Yeah, have to stand there with their boob out. That'd just be
right.
wrong. So it was a Sharpie. It wasn't just me. The whole band signed it.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah. So
There you go. Now her chest is worse.
and then underwear. Bend over, sign underwear. Yes, that was all.
Yeah, part of the job.
Yeah, that's. She realized. I mean, she may not have liked it, but she
Oh yeah,
realized
but
she realized I couldn't just say I couldn't get up and walk away because I actually had to do that because a lot of people don't understand um, when even though the record company was a little record company, they still own you. You know what I mean? They
right.
they they own you. You don't. People don't realize that. You think, oh my God, we signed a record deal. Next thing you know, I got a house in Beverly Hills. I'm riding around limousines. No, that's not how it happened. But yeah, so you can't just like you're required to do certain amount of appearances for a certain amount of times, allotted times here and there, and you just can't sit there like this. So she knew all that. So, but
Yeah,
that's like the
there's also the man part of it, and in fear of sounding like the toxic male on the internet. You know, the realistic side is if you're over 40, you probably get this. There's a certain way that your friends expect you to act,
oh yeah,
and it doesn't matter if you secretly like men or women. It doesn't really matter. Just being a guy, you've got to stare at that cleavage and sign it like it didn't. It was just another Tuesday. You're not surprised. You're not
yep,
hesitant. You're not going to back down and say,
yeah. It's like
"I'm married. I can't."
yeah,
I can't do that.
It's like,
There's just a
and
certain
she
way they're
literally, she,
expecting you to act.
it wasn't just cleavage. She pulled the whole thing out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And
I'm
she's like,
just
"Can you sign this?" Like, "Sure, honey."
cleaning it up. That's all.
And then hand the pen down, and that guy signs it. Same thing when they come up to the front of this, right in front of the chair, the table. And then they unzip their pants and pull them down and bend over in front of you, and you got to sign their underwear. Same thing. It's like, "Sure, sure, dear." And hand the pen down the next guy. So it's literally, it's a fun part of the job, but it's a part of the job. And
Exactly.
I was the only one in the band that was married. The rest of the guys got to enjoy all that. Are we? My headphones are starting to time. How long has this been in here? Hold on, I gotta get out of here.
It's probably 12:30 your time.
2 hour. Hold on. Yeah, the other guys were. I was the only one that was married. So those guys got to have all the parties and everything, and I had to go with the wife. That was all right. I wouldn't have married her if I didn't love her.
Very true. There again, I mean, if you weren't in that whole band scene,
Yeah.
being married, you probably wouldn't have wanted to be at the bar either. You'd been like,
No, because I never drank, so I never hung out. Drop C, Derek. Yes, actually, the white Charvel that David and I might swap for pickups is in Drop C.
oh yeah. I remember you saying that you couldn't move them backwards and then or forwards, and then I also thought that I'm pretty sure that's a neck through, right? Neck
Yeah.
through. Yep,
Yep.
and 24 fret.
Yep.
See, I think you'll like those Mustangs. I
I
think you'll
need a
like them.
new. I need a new mic holder now. The other one broke. This one's broke. Oh, shit. Because we all
Yeah, when it
know
comes to
the
Mustangs, they got a
reality.
really, really high output. So if it's something that you're concerned about, I just manipulate how high they are from the string, and then you've got,
Yeah.
you can adjust your output level just by string height.
But this it. Oh my God! This is in Drop C. And it's level, and I think it's 2 springs. So yeah, you can do it. And again, Derek, you didn't ask about the baritone. The baritone for um, Devil's Blueprint is an A sharp. I try, I try to get them all. I try to get most of them. None of mine have more than 3 springs. Most of them only have 2. Sometimes, though, the guitar just will not accept 2, unless you want to fart around with, changing springs here and there and trying to find a set that works. So,
I try to do odd stuff sometimes. So like the nature of this one. Let's see if I get that close enough. Add up something. Bring this forward. Let's see. Is that getting obvious? See, there ain't no spring blocks or string blocks. See that?
oh,
Because my bolts are hollow. It's a shaler.
hmm.
Hopefully that is being
So
seen
when you
somehow.
dive that, do they like push out?
No, no, no. I could dive it if I wanted to. Um, I really don't very often with this. Um, kind of like if I'm trying to learn Zach Wild stuff, he just typically doesn't have a whammy bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4 springs on it, and then it's blocked off too. And the biggest reason for having four springs is because when you got it blocked, uh, you get to playing hard enough. You know, there's some motion in there, and then this thing will start to rock against it. So to prevent the Floyd from rocking against that block in the back, I just put a little bit too much tension on it. But no, I found that when you put the block in here,
Yeah.
sure you might be tuned to E or D or whatever it is, but it's like you're changing the pitch. The pitch is a little higher because it's blocked right there. And if you use a hollow bolt, you're letting the string be a little bit longer instead of pinching it right at the end. And it's like it can take some of that harshness out of your high notes, and
Cool.
depending on what you think of your guitar sound. If you're looking to take some sharpness out of your low notes, you could do that.
Well,
But
I am always looking at different sounds. But I'm sorry, I just don't like the sounds of these EMGs.
no, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I like them best played together, like a set of Joe Satriani's or a set of EMGs. When you're playing them together, I think they sound the best, kind of like calibrated and tuned to each other. But to own a set of pickups, you really got to like the individual pickups too. And I don't know, I spend a lot of time playing in the middle with both of them together, and I feel like I'll take the EMGs. The Mustangs aren't bad together, don't get me wrong, but I really love the sound of two EMGs together. And then I figure with the fractal, or what do I got? Neuro DSP. I'll just adjust what I don't like anyway, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I never got into.
I'm surprised though you don't like them in that guitar. Like I said, it makes me feel like they're just too close to the bridge. Maybe there's. Do you feel like they're too high?
No, no, I got them. I just don't like the sound of them, and it's strange because, like I said, I have. I mean, here, listen. So that's the rear. Here's the neck, and both together.
And that's in drop C.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm, I I've never
Oh,
tried EMGs in drop C, and I wonder, is it really just the slack on the string? It's not giving what you want for how low it is.
I don't know, but and I don't normally play in drop C, but Faith and Failure, everything's in drop C. So when Cole comes here, this gives him something to play. And you got but I don't get into the sound of it.
No, I got you. It's like I said, I think it might have something to do with how loose the string is, low tuning.
I
I don't know.
mean,
Let's take it to
it's
the
like,
chat. Does anybody else
look at that.
have that kind of experience with EMGs?
I mean, I can, we're 2 fingers off the fretboard right there. And you're right back to, so, I don't know. I just don't like them. I mean, I I very rarely was an active pickup guy anyhow, but I do like the blackouts, and I love the sound of the Fishmans. So between the three, I don't get into the EMGs.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I feel like the Mustangs are. I feel they're very close to the Fishmans on their the way they act as a passive pickup rather than that modern sound.
So yeah, it's 2 springs.
But yeah, I got a set I'm not using, and I got to fix the guitar before I can put the broken set in there. Broken set's my favorite though. I got those. Gosh, I want to say about 2007, 2008.
And these are the Fishmans. Not with that one though. Which one I forget which one. Now I just unplugged it. I hate chords. God, I hate. See, I said 3 hours. We're over 3 hours, and everything's going to crap.
Well, you're not going to offend me. You can kill it when you want to. I guess. To worry about everybody else. Are y'all ready for bed? Is it past your bedtime?
But this is the Fishman, so.
Yeah, they seem to have a clarity you're not getting from the other one.
Yeah.
Which is odd because I feel like EMGs are more commonly like if what you want to do is a lot of soloing and everything else, you might gravitate towards EMGs. If what you want to do is a lot of rhythm, you might gravitate towards Fishmans.
No, I don't get to do the solos anymore. I can't. So, but still, it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I actually routed this for EMGs. You see how far away that bridge is from the
Oh, okay,
pickup?
yeah.
It's literally an extra eighth. So what is this, like 3/4 of an inch, a little more?
Probably.
But yeah, I liked them both, and then I changed a lot of things on this guitar. Did you know that this used to have 2 horns? Yep. It had a bumblebee paint job I wasn't satisfied with. Man, the yellow just came out like dried piss. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Having that hanging on the wall, like reminding me of my mistakes every single day. I couldn't handle it. And then I just wanted to know that I could reshape a guitar, and I thought, yeah, let's try it, right? And I mean, it took forever. It's successful. It's strong. It's all wood, but I don't know. I just wanted to teach myself something, and I thought I'd figure out how to do that. But before even modifying the guitar, I figured out I wanted EMGs in there, and then I looked at Zach Wild's guitar, and it doesn't have a Floyd, and the EMG is so much farther away from the bridge on a Gibson, and I just thought about that, and I got it pushed out further, and man, I really like the sound of it at that point.
Yeah, those on that one won't move. They're locked in right there.
Yeah, if they're locked in, pretty much all you can do is try something else that makes you happy. But you don't have to like the Mustangs. If you don't like them, send them back. If you like them, send me the EMGs.
Okay.
That should be an easy trade. But honestly, what made me think of it was I remember I told that story. I got rid of some old EMGs, the old made in USA from like 98, 99 or something, and maybe even older. I really wish I didn't sell those. I think we had some things going on with the house. House was made in like '84, so the line out front going from the sidewalk to the house, starts with the
Yeah.
city owns that part, and then it attaches to your house, provides water. That pipe was so old, it was all pitted and leaking. And then they warned me. They were like, you don't want to dig that thing out. You're better off just putting in a new path, digging a new hole, figuring out where it's leading to, and then just cutting the
Go for
line,
it.
putting in the new one. So, so yeah, that old pipe is still in the ground out there under a tree.
Yep.
And the fact that it's under a tree makes me think that maybe the tree destroyed it. That's very possible.
Yeah,
Um,
because the tree roots would go right. If there was ever any kind of leak, tree roots would go right to it.
oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, no chance insurance was going to save that one because it's just age, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it was like easily $3,200. So I had sold that and a couple other things and those pickups.
Good night, Lewis.
Good night, Lewis.
Yeah, I'm going to end it here anyhow. Go.
Yeah, everybody's probably got to take off. It's late.
I told my wife because I don't know how you do 4 or 5 hours every night. I said I'd like to give him 3, but
I don't know if everybody's
yeah, if it's depending on
chatting
how it's
and
going.
it's hopping. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Having a good time.
Then there's always that thing is leave them wanting more. Leave on the high notes.
Uh, just don't leave them shattered.
There you go.
Say the wrong thing and kill it. Good night. Hope you come back.
All right, everybody. I'll be here tomorrow. David, you be here tomorrow?
I plan to be.
You want to be on the show?
I could be. What do you want to talk
Okay,
about?
there you go. I don't know. We'll figure
We'll
out.
make it up as we go. Okay.
Well, I do. Hopefully Marshall's guitar gets here in the morning, so we'll be going over that for one thing. So
There you go.
well, here's Ava. So it must be time to let you out, huh? Huh, baby.
Now you guys are East Coast and I'm Central,
Yeah.
so I'm an hour behind you. So I guaranteed I'm always going to be late.
Yeah, because it
You
is
start at
now
what, 9 o'clock, 9:30?
12:47 here.
Yeah. What
Right
time do
now.
you start?
9:30.
9:30. Okay, so it'll be, yeah, it would be 8:30 my time. Yeah, and then I'm not on till like at least 9:30, 10:30. So there's always at least that hour gap.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Okay.
all right, everybody. Thank you for hanging, and we will see you later.